Tom Brady versus Tom Brady. Defense versus their offense. See how this ends out. Tom Brady versus Tom Brady. Rob Gronkowski versus Rob Gronkowski. There's the man himself. Perfect. It's true that Rob Gronkowski has duplicates. Because he's always injured and he's put back in the game.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the New England Patriots and themselves. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's better, goat.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and
First
now
down, if he can
I think
stay.
the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Like 20!
Now a play fake. Brady.
No!
That's going to get there. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On third and long, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Like 20! Like 20!
They do go for it. It's Brady. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Like 20! 390!
Oh, now, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Dante Hightower on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see
and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So the Patriots coming out now. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for New England. 53 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal 2nd. That would have been fun to watch.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now it's Patterson. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. I don't want downplay to run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who could do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
20. By 20.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. On 2nd down, here's Brady.
I can be a coach.
To the sideline. Oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
By 20. By 20.
Brady now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now flags come in. Look like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Brady now on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball. Tips it up in the...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. John Simon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
20!
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
To throw on third down. Brady, he's going to air one out. It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw, it's Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
How many times have I do things like that?
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game, and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance. And that's caught by Gronk for a pass touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting a ball and kicking it in an outside kick situation.
All about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game.
Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Deep. No, come on.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Brady nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And it's incomplete. The most bizarre of 2nd down calls there, but the incompletion gives them another shot on 3rd down. Not exactly sure why they'd have him throwing the ball there out of a punt formation, but they will have another shot at things as it's 3rd down now. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, an even 90 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. They've allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Brady now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Wait, 20!
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Michelle. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are back within a score.
That one-handed catch right there, absolutely no question about it. A highlight reel that we just saw.
Let's go!
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the
Kick out
ball.
of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Wait, 20! 20! Wait, we get!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Wait, we get!
From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dante Hightower in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 50 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. As
a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 44 yards. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gostkowski with the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first down. Brady. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Brady. This is White on the screen. Finding room at the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times?
It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski from 19 yards away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow. I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for two and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the one and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
20.
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Ramon Humber.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
20.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Edelman set to return. Still shedding tackles. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some.
Possibly.